Ta-da! Good morning to you. Peanut butter toast. I love peanut butter toast. Do you like peanut butter toast? Some people don't. So, forgive me for eating. No, I have to do it. Sustenance. But it's rude to talk with your mouth full. But it's not full. So what in the world am I going to talk about today? This is a spontaneous 10 a.m. I usually go on around 9 a.m. and I haven't been consistent. I'm going to try and be more consistent because I know it's important to be consistent. So, M. The word for today is M, even though it's not Monday. Today's Wednesday, I think. I should check my phone to find out, just to check in. Do you know what day it is? It is Wednesday, the 23rd of June. Minnesota Magic, Magnificent, Miraculous, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Magical. So the reason I bring that up is because personally, magic has been a big piece of my life. I got to put on my peepers because it looks like someone commented. Who do we have here? Who do we have? We got Mr. Frank Togus. Good morning to you, Frank. Frank is tuning in. He's from here, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and actually relevant to magic. So, but magic was a big piece of my life as a kid. I started doing it, dabbling with it. I remember like I was 4 or 5 years old, just a toddler, and a guy made a quarter disappear with a thing called a French drop. And he pulled it out of my ear, and it got me just intrigued with magic. And that's kind of been a big piece of my life all throughout growing up into grade school, into junior high, then senior high. I started doing shows and performing for company events and hospitals and churches and VFWs and American Legions and Shriners and all that stuff. So it ended up getting me started in self-employment. So I'm just kind of rambling on. I know that Frank likes my stream of consciousness videos rather than a topic, and that's kind of what this is. I had a brief conversation with Brian Alexander online because I'm intrigued of why there's not more magic shows and things, public shows happening in Minneapolis. Because I know that a lot of Minneapolis people enjoy watching magic. I remember years ago there was a place called Mississippi Live, and my friend, colleague, and mentor Larry Kalo got me involved with that, and I used to do shows there, a lot of them, a lot of shows there. I mean, sometimes it was 5 shows a night, just short sets, but and Mississippi Live was a entertainment complex in the River Place area. And when I was working there, I would poll people. I would poll them, not with a pole. I wouldn't jab them with a pole, but I would poll them, ask them what they thought of magic, if they enjoyed it. A lot of people really like the concept of magic here. And I think there should be a club. There used to be the David Woods Comedy Magic Club. Yes, the Nankin. Frank talks about the Nankin. However, what I'm referring to here, Frank, is more general public. The Nankin was a gathering of magicians. People, general public people don't realize how many magicians there are in Minneapolis. Some professional, some hobbyists, some just with interest. But there's actually magic clubs of magicians. There's conventions of magicians. And you don't hear about it because it's sort of an inner circle kind of thing. I wish it was more inner circle with all the craziness happening on YouTube and TikTok and all that kind of stuff of reputable magicians giving away the secrets. I have an issue with that. The reason I do is because when you give away the secret, the magic is gone. It's no longer magical. It's kind of actually boring. So I think there should be more magic in Minneapolis. I've got some messages out to the guy that created the Rainforest Cafe. He was local here in Minneapolis. Now I think he lives in Arizona. But I would like to create some more magic themed complexes, restaurants, bars, nightclubs. But there was one here. It was called Magic. It was in Mississippi Live, and they had magicians there. But it could have been so much better. It could have been so much better rather than just a place to get drunk and see a couple tricks. And a lot of the magicians that perform at restaurants don't take it to the next level. I think it could be taken to the next level. Rather than just getting your money and doing a couple tricks at the tables and people the kids like it, it could actually be a marketing method for these bars and restaurants and the people in the hospitality industry. They could, it would be helpful to them if they were to market it right. And I'm not just talking about doing magic tricks and have people go, ooh, wow, and giving you applause and all that stuff. It can be leveraged better with there's some intriguing things that you can do using magic effects to create a magical experience. And that is what people want right now. I think they've wanted it for a long time. Experiences as opposed to things. I remember a place called The Amalgamated. It had a theme of a mine shaft, and you went inside this thing that looked like an elevator, and it would shake around and the lights would blink, and then you'd open up the doors and you walk into the restaurant. But it felt like you were actually in a mine shaft. There's a place in Chicago, there's a place in, I believe, Milwaukee that has that theme. What do we got here? Daddy's Money. I worked there a lot. It was more than an attempt. It actually had things going. We had tableside magic in the restaurant, and there was a little bar theater, and people just come there to see shows. Daddy's Money was awesome. Before that, it was called Adam's Apple, and after that, I think it was called the Criterion. Now it's a Mexican restaurant or something. But that was a cool venue. I know Larry Kalo was involved with that. I remember seeing Hondo and John Ivan did shows there. I think Paul Kozak even did a set there. But things like that, I think there's a lot of room for that kind of thing to happen. And I've got some things planned to help build a platform or a launching pad or a runway for that to happen. I'm actually going to be theming the magic, the Minnesota Event Expo. I'm going to put a little thing up here. Where the heck is it? It is right here, the Minnesota Event Expo. This is a trade show that I created when I was doing magic full time. And the reason I created this trade show was to generate leads for my magic business. That was the basic essence of it. That ended up getting me highly involved with the event industry. So that's where I am now. But initially, the reason I created it was to get leads of event planners to come in. I could book my shows with Cargill, Medtronic, 3M, General Mills, Pillsbury, Honeywell, Checker Machine, Best Buy Corporation, all these companies, these associations, the Minnesota Turkey Growers Federation, the Minnesota Electrical Workers, the Pork Producers of Minnesota, the Medical Device Manufacturers Association, and all these associations and event planners and conference coordinators would come to the Event Planners Expo to find all their resources for putting on their meetings, conventions, special events. So that's why I created it. Now I've got a new thing going on called the Event Vendor Showcase. If anybody knows of any event vendors that want to showcase themselves in front of the event planners that are actively booking talent and products and services, these vendors are limousine services, caterers, balloon decorators, staging, lighting, power generators, bleachers, portable restrooms, hand washing stations, venues like Valley Fair, Mall of America, Science Museum of Minnesota, again, catering companies, speakers, entertainers, florists, balloon decorators, tables, linens, tent rental, the list goes on. That's what this is for. So I got started with my magic stuff in this business. And the reason, again, I love the magic thing is magic is applicable in most any situations. I mean, it's not restricted by race, color, creed, sexual preference, gender, age. It's intriguing for adults as well as children, and adults all the way into their final years. So magic is a very interesting topic to me. It's different than all other performance arts in that the work that a magician does is not seen. It's behind the scenes. It's hidden. You know, it's how did he get that coin to disappear when it looked like he just tossed it into his other hand? And I was going to do some magic here, and I just didn't. I don't have anything around to do anything. I should be able to just spontaneously do something, but I'm not going to. But if you want to comment below, maybe I'll prepare some stuff. So there was David Wood's Comedy and Magic Club. We had a lot of magicians that came into that, which is now Acme Comedy Company. As Frank mentions, Daddy's Money in Bloomington, Normandale, and 494, Highway 100, 494. David Stahl and myself used to work that a lot. And I remember we used to reminisce about coming up over the hill and seeing the Radisson down there, the big sign, the Radisson, and it reminded us of Las Vegas. So we were driving down there to work a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night at Daddy's Money. And again, I think that there's a lot of capability of magic, and I don't think that people utilize it to the extent that it could be used. And I'm not talking about selling magic kits or teaching people how to do magic or getting them involved with magic. I'm just talking about using magical things. Like our friend Dan Wachowski did a thing for Target Corporation, where they're launching the Target Greatland stores. And we used a lot of magic techniques to do that presentation. The spokesperson was Casper the Friendly Ghost, and there were things floating around and all that. And it was a very cool production that used magic techniques and methods to make it entertaining and educational. Edutainment. Oh, I've gone for 13 minutes. I'm not going to do this real long. I don't want to take a lot of your valuable time. But if any of this that I'm saying is intriguing to you and you want to have a more in-depth conversation, I'm always available for that kind of thing. We could do it in person. We could do it via Zoom. We can, here's how you get a hold of me. Contact Magic Brad. It's got my social media connections. It's got my phone number. You know how to get a hold of me. It's not that tough. If people really want to do it, they can do it. Actually, let me put my little chaser on here. You can barely read that, but it's themagicbradshow.com. Right here, themagicbradshow.com. God, I like this StreamYard platform. It's so easy to use, and it's cool. I like it. So that's all I've got for today. If anybody's interested in getting more involved with the events industry, again, I'm doing some things with a magical theme. I want to bring back more magic to Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you know any politicians that I can talk to that might make it a slogan or something, or there's magic in Minnesota, let's do something like that. Let's pull something like that together. Tell all your magic friends if they want to sit down at a table and come up with a board of advisors, and let's do it. You know, the IBM and the SAM, which is International Brotherhood of Magicians and Society of American Magicians. Those are a couple local magic clubs we have here. They do what they do as far as the magic element of it, but I'm looking to take it to another level with general public being involved and making it a bigger deal. So I've got some ideas that are in the works, things that are building and going to snowball into that kind of thing. And if anybody wants to play, let's play. I'm looking for people that understand the event promotion element of things, putting butts in seats, getting people to come and see shows. And I'm looking to promote other people's shows. There you go, Kokomo. So that's all I got for now. Appreciate you taking the time. I've got some things to do. Here's some postcards they came back to me. I hurt myself. We got, let me count them. Let me count them for you. This is how I count them. I spread them like this. I learned this in school. I did learn something in high school. Mr. Beck from the graphic arts department showed me how to do this. Mr. Beck. You just spread them like this and you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. 6 postcards. Easy to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pop, pop. Event vendor showcase. Synergy Collaborative. That's it. I appreciate you taking time. Thank you very much. Be well. Be good. Be safe. Be kind. Be nice.